Hey guys, Skewy here, and today we're doing just a few little tips here and there, everywhere, just that I've learnt throughout playing the game, and I want to help you guys out with if you haven't found them out, or haven't got to this part yet and want to know where to progress. So, we're just going to do it. Tip number 1, farm carrots. Do a couple of rows. I haven't done it here because I have too many, but do 2 rows of seeds, which you will get here. Wrong button. I haven't got the cultivator on me. Really good YouTuber. Chuck your seeds in a row, which means you'll plant a carrot. So the first row you'll have, first session, you will have to do all carrots. Then I usually run 2 rows of seeds, which means you plant a carrot. You hold that right click, it'll be this menu with the cultivator. Then just do your carrots. Make sure they are far enough distance away so they look healthy. And pick them every 2 days once they're done. If it rains, if there is a storm, they will grow quicker. They're really good for carrot soup, which is great for stamina, which we all know stamina is amazing. Number 2, you will get attacked from time to time when the forest is moving, so be prepared. The attacks will get harder as you go through the days and as you kill the bosses, so be wary. You will be more in jeopardy the more bosses you kill and the further you progress into the game. Tip number 3, make sure you upgrade your workbenches and forges as much as you can. Keep them close, keep them undercover so they can be used. Make sure you try and keep these upgraded because you're always going to need to heal your shit, and you're always going to need them. The higher you go, the better you can build, so make sure you keep them up to date with the latest. The way to do that is crafting these little stars. They're upgrade items. Make sure you build them next to the benches you use, and you'll be able to keep pretty much OP. Not, stamina sucks. Tip number 4, make sure you always keep beds in a room that is well ventilated. You need a chimney, you need a fire, you need decent walls. Make sure every little area you have has this. Also, make sure you set the spawn point, as if you're doing anything here and here and you die, which you will, you can come back quick as a flash. Tip number 5, make sure if you build your house off stilts and want to put a fire, use your hoe, level the ground or raise the ground underneath. If you want to try and do it straight, stand straight. Build it up a layer higher than it needs to be. Hit it with that, and you should be able to chuck a fire on. Grab a piece of floor. Let's see if this works. Cut out, put 12 in. If you do it fast enough, build a fire inside on the floor. Make sure you keep them fueled. The more fuel on it, the quicker things cook. You can also trim this up with the pickaxe. A little bit of touch and go, you won't destroy your fire inside. Tip 6, food. Cooked food will always be better than, well, prepared and cooked food will always be better than anything else in the game. Eating a piece of honey does not last long, but making mead will help you a ton. Using your cauldron, something you should very much get used to. Queen's jam and carrot soup are always great, so make sure you're foraging around mushrooms and carrots. That's with the carrot farm. Then you move down to your healings, your frost resistances. These are what you will be needing to get better in the game and survive longer. Raspberries and blueberries. We all know how much we see of raspberries and blueberries. Once you progress, you can make sausages. And I'm sure once I progress further, I can make better shit. These are all found in the dark forest. The way to get these recipes is to pick up every ingredient that is needed for it, and I highly recommend making these. So you need a fermenter. Basically you cook it up in the cauldron, bring it over, chuck it in the fermenter. 2 days later, bam, you've got yourself a mead. Usually makes 5 or so, and as you can see here, if I have sausages, jam and carrot soup, my health goes absolutely bonkers, and so does my stamina. Very much worth it. Another tip, make sure you build a wall. Build a wall early. Don't have to build one as fancy as this or as fucked up. I actually need to heal it. And make sure you build it early, because this will stop nasties getting in whenever you are trying to build a house and you know you're doing things and those dwarves are just getting in the road. You build a wall around all this, you can freely build as much as you like. Yes, you have to get around the wall to get trees, but guess it's the price you pay. Tip 7, make sure you build a wood farm. This is made from beech, easy to find when you're cutting trees and dismantling a whole forest. This patch will give you around 800 wood, and it's really easy to get here with buddies and just absolutely hammer the crap out of it. You plant them close enough, you can pretty much make the whole tower fall real quick. 5 or 6 trees, easy as. Trees will grow back as they have done. Right here. Go away. And it sort of makes it a bit easier. I have tested whether cultivated ground and normal ground made with the hoe makes it grow quicker. They seem to grow at the same state. You can also get different types of wood, so if you get pine cones, chuck them down. There is a different rate of drop for seeds. I've noticed I've planted about 10 of the pine trees as they're known. Here, I got 2 seeds out of it. I did this beech one time, I got 800 wood and 40 seeds. So it seems to be a rarity thing, but it is very handy if you want to do those really big builds. It is very, very handy to plant this because it's near your base and it takes 2 days to grow. That's it. So 2 days is nothing compared to walking out every 10 seconds and grabbing wood. These guys are a pain in my ass. Another tip is things will deteriorate over time. Mainly floors will deteriorate outside without a cover on them. So make sure you just run through and repair all these floors. It is a pain in the ass, but it's free, so you may as well do it. Keep your structures going. I've noticed too, if we move down here, of course I have no stamina. Water does smash the crap out of stuff. This is a really bad example. So water does different things than just rain and storms does. Look at all the fish. Man, I need a fishing rod.
Squirrel!
So water on docks will hurt stuff more than normal. That is not clicking for some reason. But just be careful because these pylons will explode. Everything will fall down and you'll probably cry. I'll probably cry. I will cry. Because it took me half an hour to build that. Tip 10, make sure you make a cart. If you're going out on a wood run, an ore run, anything really, take this because the storage space in this so far, and I quote unquote so far, has no limit and seems like not much of a movement penalty. It is fucking hard to move the cart through forest regions. I do recommend doing what I've done here, building a path, but not pathing, but leveling the ground. So as to, which way's my road? Can't even remember where my road is now. I've leveled a road going out. It's not there, that one. Either way, I've leveled a road somewhere. Might be over here. And I've just leveled it down into the forest next to an ore vein, made a circular like cul-de-sac, and here it is. Just so it gives me a flat run of land moving the cart along, because it is so hard to move. I don't feel like there's a movement penalty, but it's hard to move, so there is a movement penalty. You do need a couple of people, because while you can do everything you would normally do, you can even jump and run and attack while you hold the cart, it is still difficult. So this thing is ingenious. We'll take that out to get our 800 wood out of the forest, fill it to the brim, and still have more room on us to carry stuff. So it is essentially like 1200, 1400 worth of space to put in here. We've managed to fill it up at about 6000 with ore, so it is very handy. Make sure you make one of these. Very handy. Crates are a pain in the ass. They take up a lot of room. They don't have much space. But you can set them up in many ways to be more effective. You can label them and keep one thing in there. It is very handy to keep all your extra shit in it. Doesn't matter how you do it, there are different ways people have done it. The way to do it here is I've got these arches, so these, and then I've just put a little bit of 2x2 in between them underneath, and they hold the chest up. I did steal this off someone, so I'm not taking credit for it. I don't remember who it was, because I've watched a million YouTube videos on it. But whoever it was, thank you for the tip. You're a fucking legend, mate. Well, that is it for the video, guys. I hope you pulled something out of this. I do have more tips, but I'll sort of compile another list, create another video. If you guys think I'm missing something, I would love to hear it. I'm not a pro and I'm still learning, and I would love to gain anything new to make this game a little bit easier, because holy shit, it's punishing and it is so fun to learn. There goes baby. You're looking at me. Coming over. Thank you guys, thank you. Appreciate it so much. I will be streaming on this platform, so feel free to jump in. Look at all the wildlife. May as well add one tip while I'm here. If you build a fence around, make sure you enter a big clear area, because they'll spawn away from houses, not sure how far, but you'll get them in the fence, so free eats. But thank you guys, appreciate it a ton. Hit me up in the comments if you got anything extra. Thank you. Cheers.